show is brought to you by Emeterm, an anti-emetic or anti-nausea device. A great option to eliminate seasickness on a cruise. This is a comfortable wearable device worn right on your wrist. It is placed right on the P6 pressure point on your wrist that sends electrical impulses to stimulate the median nerve, then travels to the brain via the central nervous system, which helps alleviate nausea and vomiting. It has 5 different levels to customize to fit your needs. It has an easy-to-use button to turn on and off and even change the settings. It comes with a very convenient magnetic connector that attaches right to the device for charging through a USB port. Just like any product, always read the instruction manual prior to using this device. So if you are someone who is prone to motion sickness but love to cruise, this may be a great option to make your cruise vacation much more enjoyable. Once again, this is Emeterm.
What is going on?
Hey.
Hey. Welcome. Lovely to see you all here this evening. How are we doing tonight? This is Sharon. My name is Jamie. Thank you so much for introducing me. I appreciate that. And we are just excited to be here. We hope that you guys are all safe and sound out there and doing well and battened down for the big hurricane on the East Coast. Can you see us? Can you hear us? Are we coming in loud and clear? Give us the scoop. What's going on, everybody? Woo! How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Except for a little tired. We had a busy weekend this weekend.
Oh boy.
So it's so weird. It felt like Sunday all day today to me. So I'm all thrown off today. Yeah,
I hear you. Oh, okay. Yeah, they said we cut the ad. Sorry about that. I flicked over a little bit short on the ad. So hopefully I don't know. I mean, think you guys will be okay. You get the hint. The Emeterm. Get it for yourself so you don't get seasick. That's the deal. That is the deal. What's up, everybody? Should we say hi? Should we give a big how do you do?
Yeah.
Are you guys ready? Hold on. Let me just wet my whistle one more time. I gotta get ready for that. It's always exhausting.
Yeah.
Saying hi.
What was
please.
that?
Sorry, I just heard some dog chaos going on outside. I was reading a comment. There was somebody already commenting. I think that's a request for me to be in a Speedo. Oh no, that's Jamie. Please no Speedo tonight. All right, Brian Schultz. I'll see what I can do. So yeah, guys, listen. Welcome. If you're new to the channel, thank you so much for joining us. It's Monday night. This is where Sharon and myself hang out with you guys for a little while. Sometimes it's an hour and a half. More often it's 2 hours. Sometimes, like last week, it'll go to 3 hours. But this is where we hang out. We talk about cruising and all kinds of other fun stuff. Whatever you guys want to talk about. Tonight, this might freak you guys out, but we might actually just do an hour and a half tonight. Sharon has some chores that she has to get done, including a birthday cake delivery to our granddaughter down the road, in addition to, what else do you have to do?
Matthew has some schoolwork and there's some paperwork things we have to go over for school with him, which we kind of slacked on this weekend, and
Yes.
So now we have to do it.
The Klekowskis, John, thank you so much. But any amount of money in the super chat will not get me in a Speedo on the show.
Thank you,
I don't want to lose everyone who watches the show all at one time. So, but we appreciate it. Thank you so much. And so welcome to everybody. 160 people in the chat. Thanks so much for joining us. Let's see who we can say hi to tonight. Let's start off at 6 p.m. We had the privilege of welcoming Ruth Todd. What's going on, Ruth Todd? Captain's Table MDR is in the house. Leanne Francisconi is here. What's up, Leanne? Bill Leach from Smyrna, Georgia. Sheila Bossiger is here. Nancy Butler, Crazy Cat Traveler. Sue Archer is here. What's going on? Evan 13. Don Lee, how you doing? Pam Shantz is here. Blaine 2007 is in the house. Nurse Nancy is here. So Team SAS is officially all here. Well, minus Matthew, but you know how he rolls. So that's the deal. Big Pap is here. What's going on, Big Pap? Great to have you here, buddy. Sean Villarreal, what is up, Sean? Paige might be close by. Lovely to see you guys here. Johnny V is in the house. Bonjour, Johnny V. Did I just speak French?
I think so.
Dang.
I didn't know you knew French.
I learned a language like that. It just said bonjour. Who else is here? Let's see who else is here. I got to get back into my role. Sean and KC on vacay mode. Rob from Life with Favor. And I think Favor might be nearby as well. Great to have you guys here. Hello, hello. Lori Dashiell is in the house. What's up, Lori? DC810 is here. B Staten 67. Hello, testing. This thing is on. What's up, B Staten? Florida Krista is here. What is going on, Florida Krista? Hope you guys are okay in Orlando.
Yeah.
I heard
Stay safe.
you guys might get a little moisture. Yeah, I said it, moisture down there in the Orlando area. So hopefully you guys will you and Jake can batten down the hatches. I hope you have enough booze on hand to weather whatever storm is going to come your way, guys. I'm sure you do. There's almost no doubt about it. Mary Ellen Dillon's in the house. What is up? Amy Rogers, what's going on? Josh Odom is here. Spikers Crazy Cruisers. Hello to the Spikers. Let's see. Beth Ullinger, our neighbor from down the road. What is up? So far, there's a lot of names on here that are going to be with us in how many days? 42 days.
Gosh,
Can somebody confirm that? 42 days till the group cruise.
Oh,
So
that just made me think of something though. I saw Amy Rogers' name. Amy, the shirts came in. I received the shirts for that little contest we did a couple of weeks ago. So I will be putting it in the mail this week, along with Hi C Cindy. I don't know if she's in here or not though. I haven't seen her yet, but
I know.
anyways.
Okay, excellent. Ms. WW is here. What is going on, Ms. WW? Whitney Castillo, lovely to have you here, Whitney. Let's see, who else? Nakia Harris is here. What's up, Nakia? Lalito Loca Cruising is in the house. Tony and
Hi,
the lovely,
Tony and Jenny.
beautiful Jenny. What is up? They just dropped an amazing vlog earlier today. I know you've watched it. I don't even know why I would say make sure you check it out because it's not like you haven't. I know we've all seen it. But they just got back from their Celebrity Equinox cruise. Looks like they had a great time. I'm waiting to see how the casino ultimately treated them when it's all said and done. I know after day one they tested the fates. Not in a good place yet, but it's still early in the vlog series, so I'm hoping things come on strong between the slots and the craps table. I think those guys will come out on top. That's my prediction. So welcome to you guys. Lovely to have you guys here. Jeffrey Endicott is here. The Clay Cowsies, like we said, dude, thank you so much again for that super chat. Ridiculously nice of you. Thank you, man. Kevin Bluck is here. Kimberly Hopkins in the house. What's up, Kimberly? Alex Valdivia is here. I think we said hi to Josh Odom already. Yep, there are the Degenerate Cruisers officially. So Florida Krista and Degenerate Cruiser Jason in the house. Our Noisy Crew, hello, what's going on? How you doing, our Noisy Crew? William Hanson Jr., William and Kate are in the house. Lovely to have you. Lucy Murray is here. Pamela Wallace, Regina Bivens, Robbie O'Malley, what's going on? Mr. Norwegian himself, Robbie O'Malley. How are you, buddy? Glad to have you here. Vanessa Lee is here. Sue Archer is here. What is going on, Sue? John Bolton's in the house. Let's see, who else? Margaret Marnie Wilson is here. Christine Setlock is here. Hello, Christine. Midlife Crazy in the house. Dana Mitchell is here. Donna Leonard is here. What is going on, Donna? I just don't want to miss anybody. Brian Schultz won. We said that. John Bolton said, we ordered the water shoes you recommended. Can't wait to get them. Thanks for the promo code.
Yeah,
that was cool.
Those shoes are really cool. When they sent them to me, I fell in love with them. In fact, they contacted me and they're sending me a couple more pairs to try out. So
Sweet.
I may review them, or I might just kind of post some pictures for everyone to kind of check out or something.
Do they have a size? I wear a Fred Flintstone, is what I call my foot. It's just like a big round Fred Flintstone type
I've
of
heard
foot.
they aren't the best for wide feet if your feet are really wide, but we can try.
Bummer. Let's see. What else is going on? I feel like I'm looking at the screen here. I feel like you have a little extra room on this side. If you I'm a little tight over here.
This way?
I don't know. You want to move that way a little bit?
This way?
I don't know. Let's see. Carla Miller's here. Shan Melling in the house. What's going on? Welcome back. Lisa Wise. Jennifer Kildo is here. Annie Alaska.
I haven't seen
Annie Alaska, where have you been? We have not heard or seen from you in a while. Great to have you. How is everything in Alaska? It's been a little hot here. I'm wishing we had some Alaskan temperatures. Lovely to have you. Ruth Todd, Pam S. Says she loves your shirt.
Oh.
Nicole Rodriguez is here. Dana Mitchell is here. Kelly D. Dwayne Samuels in the house. Ronnie Gilbert. The list goes on and on. Yolanda Holden is here. Jeffrey Endicott, I think we said hi to. Diana Dietrich. Kathy Zoda. Scuba Pilot 2000. What's going on, Scuba Pilot? Great to have you. All right, let's see. Sharon, you look so pretty. Okay, Jamie too. Thank you so much, Dana, for saying that I look pretty. Florida Krista said this thing is moving so slowly we may run out of alcohol before it hits. Obviously referring to the storm. It's going at about 1 mile an hour, which is weird. Folks first thought that storm would have already been along the Florida coastline, and it still has another I don't know, 12 hours or so till it gets close, and it may not even actually touch land. So we'll see how that plays. Cheryl Davis is here. What's going on, Cheryl? Greg S. here. Shelly Lou, do you recommend adding your bank account to your sale and sign, or would you recommend cash?
For a sale and sign account, either is fine. We will attach a credit card to our sale and sign account a lot of times. We have attached our debit card in the past. We don't routinely do it, but it should be fine. One thing to keep in mind, though, they will put here and there, they will put holds on as you spend money on your bank account, and then sometimes it may take a couple of days when you get off to release some of the holds before they kind of finalize things. So just keep that in mind and have a little extra cash there, you know, if you're
otherwise if you run your bank account to just have what you need to get by and not a little excess,
there might be a
then those holds can mess you up, and then all of a sudden you know, you get off the ship and it's 2 or 3 days that you don't have much money available until the holds drop off again.
So just
keep that in mind.
Yeah, keep that in mind. Whereas a credit card, it doesn't really matter with that so much.
Andy Braves here. What's going on, Andy? Lovely to have you. Christine Setlock, I think we said hi to. All right, so listen, we said hi to a few folks. I just got to adjust this so that I can see what time it is. Oh my gosh, we're already falling behind. Let's jump ahead a little bit here, guys. If we didn't say hi to you, hey, I'm so sorry. We try to get to everybody that we can. Say hi to everyone at one point throughout.
Pearl, hi from New York.
China Pearl?
China
Pearl, yep. Hello from New York. What's up, China Pearl?
All I saw was
Dave and Brady's excursions are here. Today's a holiday, so I'm not at work. Missing your chats like normal. South Central Alaska is on fire. The smoke makes breathing a bit tough.
Oh, wow.
Wow, that's crazy, Andy. We're hoping that you're okay. Wanda Byram is here. What's going on, Wanda? Slinky
Wanda.
Angle King. Glenn Edinburgh is here. What is up? JP Travel Vlog. Pet Zold says hello. Tiffany Montgomery. Lisa Marie said, hello, Jamie and Sharon. Would y'all ever go on a Viking cruise, maybe to Alaska? That's my goal. Place and ship sometime. I'd love to learn all about it from you two. I don't know if we do Viking cruise. Remember that when we travel, it's with our son, and I don't know that Viking has a lot.
Someday we'll probably go on a Viking cruise.
Maybe when we get a little older.
Or older. And Matthew's not cruising with us anymore. But probably for the next, I would say at least the next probably 6 or 7 years.
Yes.
Probably not.
There you go.
Maybe in about 10 years. 10, 12 years, you might find us on a Viking cruise.
Let's see. I don't want to miss anybody's questions or anything like that. Catcher 42,000 said puts everything on a rewards card. There you go. That way you can earn some rewards and stuff like that. Tracy Mainwaring is here. What's up? Said first time catching you guys live. Hello, Tracy. Glad to have you here. Lovely to see you. I don't know if I missed anybody's questions. I don't think I did. Slinky's saying to Florida, I hope you are praying you don't have a rain like Harvey with it moving so slow. I think that's the biggest thing that they're worried about with regards to the storm. So obviously the storm's a big deal. 217 people in the chat. I'm surprised more people aren't getting themselves prepped. I think the East Coasters are used to this. They're like, whatever, we're not afraid.
I was wondering if maybe another hurricane would be following it down the road. So far, there's no talk of any. I haven't seen anything when I've looked online.
Oh, you've been doing your weather research, have you?
Although it does show that in the Caribbean for at least the next 14, 15 days, it's kind of just showing rain.
Yes.
So if you're planning on cruising over the next couple of weeks,
could be a little wet.
Good chance you're going to have a wet cruise.
Well, we got our cruise coming up October 13th, and we're hoping all this hurricane shenanigans is all gone and out of the way and done with. So that's what we are looking for. Slippin' Digits number 63 fan. I didn't realize there was a number 63 already. The Slippin' Digits fame is really growing. Unbelievable. D&J Explorers, what is going on, Derek and Gregory? Great to have you guys here. Hello. Hi, C. Cindy is here. What is up? Hi, C. Cindy. And Paul, hopefully, is nearby as well. Thoughts and prayers to all the cruisers and all the people that are in the storm's path. I know that with Tony and Jenny just getting back from their cruise, they probably lucked out because the storm was going so slow they didn't get affected. I think Alana and Raphael's in Ghana are on a cruise right now, and from what I think they said, their cruise is going to be extended a few days because of when the storm is looking to come back, and I mean that's the biggest thing.
Well, and they got rerouted too to the Western Caribbean versus the Bahamas. That's one thing. If anyone that cruises during hurricane season, if you're planning on cruising, like for us, we don't cruise during where August, September, when it's usually really bad.
Yes.
But even when we cruise,
We'll risk it at the back end of October. That's
but
for
usually
sure.
when we cruise in October, most of the time we will choose the Western Caribbean over the Eastern, just in case it does kind of. Hurricanes are still kind of in the way there because they don't really hit the Western Caribbean as often as the Eastern. So
now, of course, you said that you're probably going to jinx us
during that time. Yeah, I know. I probably did.
Yes, John Klikowski said the Slip Indigenous group is growing by leaps and bounds. They certainly are. They are blowing up. Kind of like your that video you have that's blowing up on Instagram right now, Mr. Klikowski there.
That was funny.
Speaking of the Klikowskis, thanks a lot for having me on the show the other day. Last week, I know a lot of you guys are fans of the Klikowskis channel and the great show they do, the Ship Show, and they were nice enough to have me on last week. York was under the weather, and it was kind of a funny deal. It was the first time I think that John had set up to have someone else live on the channel, and things got a little tricky for a bit. It wasn't going that smooth. York actually came from across the street where he lives, even though he was out sick, to try to help out the deal. And right as he got there, John kind of got everything figured out, and everything was going a little bit smooth. What you got?
Oh, nothing.
So anyway, I wanted to say thanks to those guys for having me on. And I don't know, this is one of the fun little moments that we had over there, and I just thought I'd just throw it out there real quick. So I don't know, just like a quick 1 minute little blurb and check it out. But guys, I appreciate you having me. Thank you so much for that.
Haley, man. Mr. Jamie from Sharonatsea, whom you see.
This was so much fun.
I feel lost
I think you guys can probably hear me in the background.
Yeah, I know. That's how I was going to address that. But
as George came over, he had that bandana around his face because he didn't want to get John sick. But then he ended up just taking it off.
A nice healthy bagok. Ooh.
Oh.
What the heck? Look at that! What?
And of course, I had a very special
macaroni salad.
To,
I knew it was a special occasion, so I busted out a very special.
It was martinis all around.
Martini glass. I call this glass the Doodle.
Martini glass
is what I call
I'm
it.
so jealous. He calls it the Doodle. Well, I like it
extra big
very much. Oh, baby! What the? That is amazing.
So
I really wish you.
Love you guys.
I wish York could hear that.
Oh yeah, so that was a little bit of the fun that we had over there on the Chip
God.
Show. Thanks again, guys, for having me on there. It was a pleasure. I hope I didn't bore the heck out of your folks that were watching. So, but we had a great time. So thank you so much for that. That was awesome. All right, so this hurricane is really wreaking havoc, and the toughest part about it, if you can get on the ship, then it's really no big deal. You go around the weather, the ship steers clear. You might get some rain, but there's always going to be other things to do. But it's just really getting in and out of port that really gets jacked up, and that's some of the stuff. I know that Orlando, and we have friends out here who are in there. I mean, like we said, the Degenerate Cruisers are near there, and they got the airport's going to be closed down, the port's closed down,
Miami,
the beach. What's the name of the Cocoa Beach or something like that?
Cocoa Beach, yeah.
Near there, right down where NASA is. Port Canaveral is going to be all jacked up, so things are a little bit crazy down there. I think if we were taking a look at, you get messed up every time I change the screen, don't you?
I don't know what you're.
Like,
I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, don't worry about it. You just listen. You're just here for the ride, babe.
Okay.
Everything's gonna be fine. Don't you even worry about it.
Okay.
Don't you even worry about it. So it looks like so this hurricane is going super slow. And yesterday, it was over one part of the Bahamas. Today it is near over top of the Grand Bahama Island there. This thing is tracking to make its way up the coastline here. I know these are cool visual effects, aren't they? You got to be impressed with this. It's going to be making its way up the coastline and heading up towards Georgia, and then up hitting the South Carolinas and all that. So what's weird is that it's not going to come in really, from what they say, and hit land. So hopefully, if you guys are living down there, you're in a little better situation. And of course, there's a little visual. It's over Freeport and Grand Bahamas. Now Nassau is a little bit south of where the eye of the storm is. So they're getting a lot of water and some flooding, but they are not getting destroyed in the same way that the Grand Bahama Islands are, and the island. Somebody give me the name of where it was yesterday, and it just destroyed the heck out of stuff. The good news is,
Oh, great.
look, what's that?
The island?
The island that it was yesterday. I don't know if I have anything written down on what island it was hovering over, but it looks like Coco Cay is going to be okay. A lot of the cruise line private islands are okay, and they'll be back up and running here shortly, so the cruisers will get a little bit of relief. So just a lot of crazy stuff going on with that hurricane. But there you go. There's a little visual effects for you guys. Let's see what else do we have going on here.
Summer.
What did you say?
I'm trying to make out the name.
Where?
Oh, while you're moving it.
Oh. Sever a snap for I don't know.
Yeah.
Sever a snap
For life.
for life, something like that. Or it says, are you sailing on the new Mardi Gras, and when are you sailing?
Yeah, we are sailing on the Mardi Gras. We're on the inaugural Mardi Gras in August 31st.
Yes. So with the Mardi Gras, there is a big cruise where a ton of vloggers are going to be on it, leaving out of New York, right? Is that where it's leaving at? And it's going up in the Northeast there to hit some of the states, and then up into Canada. And we could not pull that off. It was just a little bit too close to the big Sharonatsea La Lido Loca group cruise that would be a month later. But we were able to sneak in about a month before that and get on the inaugural cruise leaving out of Denmark, I believe. So we're really bummed out that we're going to miss all the fun with all the vloggers, but we're very lucky that we were able to get in early on that cruise.
Yeah.
So we are super excited about that.
Yeah, I'm excited to see that show.
Let's see, what else do we have going on? Mary Ellen says, I'm planning to book a cruise on Alaska May 2020. That sounds awesome.
Nice. That's a good time to go. That's when we went to Alaska. We went in May, and we had excellent weather. It says to just the 3rd or 4th week of May. The weather.
And I do, I'm drinking water tonight, and there's a good reason. I'm actually hydrating after all the fun that we had yesterday.
I'm hydrating too.
Celebrating the Labor Day weekend and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So there you have it. Who else is here? Nakia Harris says September 8th. I'm on Harmony out of Orlando. Nakia, I hope the weather stays good for you.
Yeah.
We got, we're hoping for you. Dave and Brandy said thoughts and prayers to all affected with Dorian. You are so right. Slinky Angle King said we had a rough sea day yesterday while heading into Galveston. I can believe that. Dwayne Samuels has a cruise on 10/26 coming up. That's cool. We hunkered down on the East Coast because we are used to hurricanes. Says Emily Cooksey.
It should be good by then. By the end of October.
Lots of folks saying stuff about their prayers for the folks on the East Coast. D. Adriatico, if I'm saying that right, I'm not sure if I am, said, who do you typically give extra gratuity to at the end of a cruise, and how much do other cruisers typically give?
That can vary between people. Some people give more to certain people that have taken care of them. Others don't give anything else. Some people leave their gratuities on. Some people even take their gratuities off. They're prepaid, the gratuities that they add on. I mean, there's so many, different things. We usually give extra to our wait staff in the dining room and to our room steward. Those are real common. If you're going to give money to anyone, those are kind of real common ones that people give to, as well as sometimes, we usually tip our bartenders a little extra too from time to time, and when we're in, like, certain bars, I guess. Jamie will usually find his favorite bartender, and then he slips him a few dollars here and there, and he gets good service for the whole cruise.
Yes.
So,
not that you're going to get bad service, but I've said in a video, it could mean the difference. Oh, is that a selfless promotion to watch my drinking video on YouTube?
I forgot all about that. No.
And if you find a bar that you like, throw them a few bucks, because maybe you get your drink a little faster. Maybe if there's a row of folks there and you step up to the bar and they know you're the one that slipped them a 5 spot the last time, they might go to you first if there's 5 people there waiting. So anything I can do to speed up the time it takes to get my cocktail in my hand, I'm gonna do it.
And if you have kids and they cruise with you, we usually give the kids club an extra gratuity as well.
Yes.
Especially when Matthew was in Camp Ocean, the younger kids clubs, we always gave them more. For sure.
A few folks saying they enjoyed that show. They said it was a fun show with Jamie as a special guest. Thank you, Leanne. I didn't even pay her to say that. She just says that nice thing. We appreciate that. Yeah, it was good. Yeah, the Clay Cassidy was probably worried that I was going to doctor the video or something, do something crazy, but don't worry, I didn't. I was very busy. I didn't have any time for shenanigans. And yeah, John, it was great. I was so glad to be there. What's the deal with Disney leaving people on their private island? I saw that Quentin Holly-wide where some of the Disney's workers stayed on Castaway Cay, but I think it's probably their choice. Maybe they chose to say, yeah, we'll stick behind. Hopefully they were rewarded for their bravery, and they just wanted somebody there to kind of keep an eye on things and make sure things were going. Maybe they want to make sure generators kept running if they had to, or things like that.
Yeah, I don't know that they were. I think they volunteered, kind of. I don't know if it was made out to be, well,
yes,
not so much, but I can't see them just going off and leaving people for no reason when they're busy.
Well, no, yeah, they just left some of their employees there to mine the island, I'm sure. Lee Baker said, "What's up, Lee? How often do you two cruise in a year?" I don't know, like 3 to 4 times usually.
Yeah.
Maybe 5 if we're lucky, but usually it's more like 3 or 4.
Yeah. The next couple of years we have 4 booked for the next couple of years.
There you go. B Staten 67, 5 days, 20 hours to Liberty of the Seas. That sounds awesome. Other folks are saying that they enjoyed the show. Ronnie Gilbert enjoyed the Klaykowski Speedo picture. No idea what you're talking about. I don't know that there was any. Don't spread rumors like that, Ronnie. We don't want anyone to try to go back and see a picture of someone in a Speedo, so no one has to know about that. Let's see. Pamela Thomas, what's up? Said, woohoo, hit the thumbs up button. Thank you so much, Pamela. We do appreciate that. Michael Lozano is here. What is up, buddy? Stanrock22 said, pound the thumbs button. Thank you. Linda Lou is here. What's up, Linda? Renee Burton, love to have it here. Emily said, I thought Royal Caribbean and Disney evacuated their island employees. They did, but Disney had a few folks stay behind. Probably gave them the option to do it if they wanted, and probably just to keep an eye on things. So it kind of makes sense from a business standpoint. If they were secure, if they had everything they needed to wait out the storm, then I think they're probably good to go there. Shawana's Creative Circle is here. Trish Simmons, what is going on, Trish? All the olives, love it. Thank you so much. Slinky was a fan of the olives. Loved the doodle. That was the name of my cup on the Klaykowski show. Big drink at Sharonatsea. That is right, Sean and Casey. Kat Rose is here. What's up, Kat? Patty McFallmonk says hello to everybody. Blaine 2007. Hey, friends and family, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed, do so now. Also, be sure to hit the bell to get content notifications. Wow. Blaine, that is the greatest post ever, dude. Thank you so much.
An advertisement.
Man, you are awesome. Lalito Loca Cruising said, now that's an olive setup I could get down with. Wide feet and blue cheese and olive love. We may be related, Jamie. We might be, dude. We are kind of like brothers from another mother, that is for sure. Disney's closing at 3 p.m. tomorrow, said Florida Krista. You guys were there today, I think. Krista, I think I saw you and Jason hanging out there on some Disney property. Looked like a good time. I saw someone made a post. Maybe I backed up a little bit and I'll catch up to it. Gordon Buddy Johnson said, thanks again, Sharon, for everything. We had a blast on our trip. Can't wait to book again real soon.
You're welcome.
All right.
I'm glad you had a great time.
Nice work. Nice work. Good for you. Good for you. Let's see. Yvette Johnson says, hey, what's up? I'm just waiting for the storm. Everyone's just waiting. Yeah, I'm sorry, Emily. I'm sorry to disappoint you. No Tito's Martini. That was last night, and there were a few of them. And today I'm just kind of regrouping. You might even be able to hear it in my voice. If I have a few too many beverages one night, my voice seems to change the next day. It gets a little nasal.
Don't worry, the martinis will be back next week.
Yes. Dang Jamie, Jim Cantone will be calling you to join the Weather Channel. Thank you so much. Dorian was 13 miles an hour yesterday and then it slowed down to 1. You're right, man. That is the crazy thing. Oh, we kind of got to look into this. Slippin' Digits number 912 fan said that is crazy. Pam Shant said the Port of Miami closed and left 4,000 Carnival Horizon passengers stranded. Pam, I had not seen that. Maybe we weren't digging deep enough into stuff later in the day. Did you see anything about that?
I did hear something about the Horizon and the port closing.
That is crazy. We might have to look that up. We might have to look that up right now and get some scoop. Bunny Afloat said, what's going on? Way too slow. Just checking in from our hotel, the Holiday Inn in Port Lucie, Florida. I have a whole lot of guests watching with me. Aw, Bunny Afloat, thank you so much. We appreciate that. And hello to all of your friends and your guests there at the hotel. Bunny, are you at the hotel? I mean, are you down there visiting, or did you just like get out of town or get off of the coast and go inland, or something like that? So what are you guys all doing at the hotel? Having a party, a little hotel party? It's stationary right now. Yes, that storm is just sitting there and kicking Freeports butt. Hello, hello, hello. The Abaco chain, Robbie O'Malley. I knew you would know what that is. The Abaco Islands.
Oh yeah, that's what
Yesterday
we
got
mentioned
hit.
that earlier.
Yeah. So it looks like Florida. I mean, out of the two stops that you go to regularly in Nassau, besides the private islands, it looks like Freeport is getting their butt kicked. Nassau got pretty flooded, but didn't have the winds and that kind of damage, from what I can tell. So if you got trips there at either one of those ports, definitely look in to see what kind of itinerary changes you might have coming up. Lisa Marie said we bought our son a honeymoon cruise on Valor in 2 weeks. Could we get Carnival to leave a special message from us in their room when they arrive? Yes, you sure can. How?
Yeah, you can. Well, if you booked it with someone, you can call them or call Carnival and just ask them to do that. If not, you can email them. You can also, send me an email at my email, and I will go into detail further how to make that happen.
And what's that email?
sharonatsea@gmail.com.
sharonatsea@gmail.com. Excellent. So Lisa Marie, do that, and Sharon will give you the lowdown. Michelle Williams said my cruise was canceled. Michelle, that is horrible. We are so sorry to hear that. What cruise ship, what cruise line? Tell us about it. What was the deal?
I know, that would be devastating.
Oh my gosh. Emily said you do better than the weatherman. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yep, the Abaco. Thanks everybody for chiming in. Has anyone cruised NCL? I've cruised a few times with them and everything was great. Michael Irvin, if you want to know about cruising NCL, there are
Robert
two
O'Malley
words.
in the chat.
Two words in a letter, I will
he
tell you.
is,
Robbie O'Malley.
Yeah, he cruises NCL all the time,
Yes.
and he could probably help you with any question.
Yes.
We haven't cruised NCL yet, but we're going to be taking our first cruise in January on NCL, and we actually got an invite to the.
Hold on, no, that's a secret.
Oh, okay.
What are you doing?
It's not a secret.
It is a secret. The only people that know that are the folks that were in the last live, and that was like the last half hour.
Oh.
That is a secret, Sharon.
Oh.
I'm surprised at you.
Oh, I forgot.
We didn't. There's nothing. We got nothing. No one knows anything. I don't know what she's talking about.
Anyways,
Must be too much alcohol yesterday's got her crazy.
We'll be on the Encore in
That
January.
is right. Professor Eno. I'm going to change the subject. What's going on, Professor Eno? How you doing, buddy? How are you? Florida Krista, said it was destroyed. They called it devastating, the Prime Minister said. Wondering when and why you're going to switch to the back of the head camera.
What?
B. Stanton, what are you talking about? Wondering when and why you're going to switch to the back of the head camera. I don't know what that means. That non-movement scares me more chance for flooding. You are so right about that, Slinky. I saw a couple of photos of Coco Cay and it looks pretty good. The slide is still standing. Yeah, I'm sure they built that island in mind with of the hurricanes and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Abaco is sad. There are a few Facebook videos that I've seen scrolling through, and there's a lot of devastation and stuff like that. It is brutal. And I'll tell you what, man, it's weird. I mean, you thank God that we're able to live in this country. You look at the differences between, like a small country that doesn't have the infrastructure, it doesn't have the government, doesn't have the resources to prepare for this, and these types of things happen, and it's just pure devastation. And then you watch the news here, and there are just thousands of people prepping, getting ready for the weather. They have National Guards called out. They have 100 power and light vehicles in a parking lot just waiting to get called as soon as the first power outage gets reported. I mean, the foresight and the preparation we have here in the States is unbelievable, and it really shows in tough times like this. Ronnie Gilbert's booked for a stop in Freeport in February. Ronnie, you got to give us the lowdown, dude. Give us the lowdown. Rob from Life with Favor said Mardi Gras #, Brandy's fault. Well, Brandy was the one that started that whole thing, wasn't it? What'd you say?
Oh, I was just reading another. Hi, C. Cindy said she's going on the Mardi Gras too on the 15-day cruise in September of 2020.
Very nice.
So I think that's the one after the New York one. It's a 15-day. It goes to a lot of the Southern Caribbean islands. It's a really cool itinerary.
Yes.
Really nice. I would love to go on that one too.
Emily Cooksey said, have you all been on a transatlantic cruise? No, we have not yet, but we hope to.
One day.
Brenda Caldwell likes to channel the videos. Thank you so much. Trish Simmons said, send a message to John Heald on his Facebook page. He could possibly help you out. He could too. And you can, message Sharon. Send her that email and she'll get you the scoop. Hoping you can rebook Michelle Williams. We sure hope so. Rafael Zangano is on a cruise right now, dropping by to say hello.
Hey,
Rafael
Rafael,
Zingano.
and congratulations to you two.
Yes. Oh yeah,
That
they
is
just they
exciting
announced that
news.
they are expecting. So way to go, guys.
We're gonna have a little
Yeah,
cruiser soon.
that's right. Well, that's what happens when when you spend a lot of time together on a cruise ship in a cabin, things happen 9 months later. So way to go, guys. You know what, they do say that with this hurricane coming, there will be an uptick of births in 9 months because people are stuck at home and they can't, like for a few days they can't go out. Couples are just stuck in their house for a couple days and there's nothing else to do but whoopee, I guess is the best way to put it.
Oh my gosh.
The power could be out. There's no TV reception. You can't watch TV. You can't listen to music, whatever. So that's I
Anyways,
heard that.
Congratulations, Rafael.
Yeah, thanks,
And
Rafael.
Alana.
Just went out on a tangent there. Rafael and Alana, congrats. Liz Breen, what is going on? The mother hen from the Klekowski channel is here. Lovely to have you.
Where'd you go?
Let's see. What did I say? Oh, I'm sorry. I jumped ahead a little
Really
bit.
jumped ahead.
I did jump ahead. We've fallen behind a little bit. I'm going to go back to this comment here. Do you have a favorite cruise line? I mean, so far it's been Carnival.
Yeah.
We've been on 26 Carnival cruises and one on another cruise line. So it'd be hard to say that Carnival's not our favorite cruise line.
Yeah, I think Carnival will probably stay our favorite. We'll probably end up liking some other ships quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And we did have a great experience on the Royal Cruise too.
Yes,
Royal
we
Caribbean.
sure did.
But overall, yeah, right now it's Carnival.
But we got some new cruise lines on the horizon. Speaking of the horizon, that's coming up when?
40 days.
40 days? 42 days? Is it 40?
No, just 40.
40? Are you sure about that?
I just looked.
Oh my God, 40 days till the group cruise. That is so exciting. So exciting. Any recommendations for a cruise to celebrate a 21st birthday in November?
Ooh. Maybe, 21st birthday might be good. That might be good for one of the shorter cruises, like a 3 or 4 day, a long weekend type cruise, to the November, maybe to any of the Caribbean, but maybe the Western Caribbean might be good. With a stop in like Cozumel or something. That might
Very
be a lot of
nice.
fun.
Very nice. Glenn Edinburgh says, should I give gratuities in person to the staff we think deserves it or just count on the daily gratuity being shared? I have an answer for that. Can I answer that?
Sure.
May I, please?
We'll see if you have the same answer as I do.
I think we do. So when you let the automatic gratuities go, not only do the people that you see face to face get part of it, but the people behind the scenes that they work with get part of it as well. And no, if you hear rumors like, well, Carnival or another cruise line keeps 10% of those tips, that's not true. They all get dished out to all the people that are doing the work that are eligible to get the tips. If there's someone who really goes above and beyond, like blows you away, like we don't do it every time, but we're known to throw a few extra bucks to someone who just wows us. If we have amazing dining room experience, or if our cabin steward is just rock solid from the get-go, then we might throw a few extra bucks at them in person as well, kind of to say, hey, thanks for the effort from you, and they can usually keep that themselves. And they don't always have to share
And if they
it.
have like an assistant or something, they'll usually share it with them.
Yep.
But
That's the deal. Wow, there's 242 people here.
oh wow.
You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for joining us on this Hurricane Eve as far as hitting the East Coast. Blaine is the best at making those professional SAS advertisements. He really is. He does a great job.
I know. We're
might
gonna
have to put him on the payroll.
We're gonna have to get you to record it for us and send it to us, and we can play it on our videos.
Yes. So Michelle Williams said she's going to book Majesty instead of using Carnival. Oh, because probably her Carnival cruise was canceled, so she's going to flip over. Hey, I would do it. Any cruise you can get on, I would definitely do it.
Yeah.
Cruise tip: if you're cruising in fall or winter and you live up north, buy shorts now. Coach will be replacing those on the shelves soon. You are very right. Excellent shopping tip.
That's a good tip. When we took our Alaska cruise, we ended up buying stuff early, kind of at the end of winter, so that we could get warm clothes, because in Arizona they actually sell up really early, and it's kind of slim pickings too when winter comes here, because people wear shorts almost 12 months out of the year.
Oh yeah,
So
for sure. Let's see. Kat Rose, we are sorry to hear Kat's mom passed away yesterday. Kat, we're very sorry to hear that.
I'm sorry, Kat.
We are, our thoughts go out to you and your family and your friends, and we are sorry for that loss. That's a tough deal. So our thoughts are with you. Boy, this is quite a subject change. So Tweety said, I miss Jamie and a Speedo. Be right back going to turn on notifications for the Klaykowski channel. Let's see, what else do we have? Hi, Raphael. Hopes all is well on the Mariner. Congrats on the announcement. Said Captain's Table. MDR. What's up, MDR? Lovely to have you here. Yeah, those guys are making out great. They were able to upgrade to a suite. And then they found out their cruise is going to get extended due to the storm. So that's a situation where you're worried about something going wrong because of the hurricane, and next thing you know, you're like, thank God for the hurricane.
Yeah.
Those guys are like, yes, we hit the
there's,
jackpot.
sometimes you make out with things like this.
Yes.
Other times, you're cut short, and it's the opposite.
You are so right. Hey, by the way, if I haven't done it yet, guys, anyone who's a creator out there, feel free to jump in and pump yourself up real quick. Throw a little what's the word I'm looking for? Give you a little self-promotion, yes. Throw out that you're a creator right now. Let people know that they can find your channel somewhere. I just thought of that because I just saw it and commented on So Tweety, and I wanted to mention how I've been enjoying the heck out of her videos. She's just a solo cruiser, spends most of her time on Princess. We're trying to get her to go on a Sharonatsea group cruise at some point. We'll see if that happens. Let's see, what else do we have? Yes, a few folks are saying nice thoughts to Kat Rose. I expect your voice to be quite different on October 14th then. Joe McMullen, you are so right. Actually, I'll tell you what, I've been joking around with Sharon. I mean, usually if it's just the three of us, you can drink a little more, drink a little less, whatever, no big deal. But I'm really going to have to be on my best behavior on this group cruise, aren't I?
Yeah, you are.
I'm worried about it. I am worried. Hopefully Nurse
Either
Nancy can
that
keep me in
or
check.
everyone's going to have to be on the worst behavior, so everyone will just fit in with each other.
Yeah, that way we'll all just be a hot mess. Slinky said, by the way, they sell rubber chickens in Progresso and Cozumel ports. Oh, that's good to know if you're into rubber chicken. Blaine said, so Tweety, you didn't miss much. Stuffed Speedo. How dare you, Blaine? How dare you? That is horrible. I don't know, Big Pat made it sound. I wonder if Jim Cantone plays Big and Rich coming to your city when he's traveling to a weather area. Bunny Afloat said, we actually work there. Oh, okay. All right, Bunny.
Okay.
Hold on. Bunny's watching the live stream at work? Shh, don't tell anybody. We won't tell anybody, Bunny. Your secrets are safe with us. Secrets are safe with us. Ronnie Gilbert said the kids finally graduated college, so Teresa and I are able to cruise a little more than just once a year. That is always nice. Tony and Jenny said, all right, I'm sneaking back to Key West. Great show as always. Have a good night, everybody. Good night, guys. Thank you for popping in. Everyone's going to be checking out the Lalito Loco vlogs coming out now. They're going to be awesome. Both my husband and chief engineer and myself, the catering manager, hanging out. Very nice, Bunny. Let's see. I don't want to get caught up. Is the seafood shack on Carnival worth the upcharge? Said Shaylin Owens.
I think so, if you like seafood, because it's really not that expensive. I mean, it's a few dollars, what, $5 to $8 for
it's not a huge upcharge for it, but if you're into it, do it once and have fun with it.
Well, I can't remember. There was one thing that was a little more, I thought, but.
Well, sometimes they'll have some lobster and some stuff, so that's pretty good.
And some ships maybe they have it on maybe a little bit better than others, just like everything. So it's worth giving it a shot. See if you like it.
If I'm craving a little oyster on the half shell, I'll definitely hit up the seafood shack. That is for shizzle. Hello, Trevor Glockler. I just saw Trevor in there. They disembarked but wouldn't allow the new cruisers into the port. That was Saturday, but they didn't technically close the port until Sunday. Wow, Pam, that's a weird deal. I'm gonna have to do a little research on that. I hadn't read anything about that anywhere, so that is odd to hear.
I bet they'll compensate them well.
Right.
Have a big stink.
Bunny said we're keeping our guests calm and spending time with them as much as possible. Very nice, very nice. Emily said seafood shack is good, but I enjoyed the GG Asian. Very nice. So Tweety said Robbie O'Malley has a great channel. He lives it up. Yes, he definitely. I don't know what he's got going on over there, but he is. I don't know what the highest level of Norwegian, loyalty club is, but he is in it, and that guy's all over the place on Norwegian. Attention, everyone! Let's pray for the Bahamas. You are so right. Yes, I heard that. To 4,000, they sent out an empty ship. Really, that is so weird to hear that happened. Hello, Nazuma Brown. Hello, Georgia
I wonder
Sunshine.
if it had something to do with maybe like supplies or something. Maybe they weren't able to reload their supplies, their food, and drinks and things like that to accommodate the people.
That might have happened. That could have been the issue. And of course, they got the ship. They may have been so concerned that not realizing that the storm was going to come to a screeching halt over the Bahamas and go to 1 mile an hour. I mean, the storm really was expected to be hitting the Florida coast a day and a half ago, easily, if not 2 days ago. So, the safest place for a ship to be when it happens is out on the water. So, that's a weird deal, that is for sure. Michelle said, Liberty out of Carnival on the 2nd of September. Waited over 200 days to cruise. I am so sad. Dang, that is a bummer, Michelle. We all feel for you. Florida Krista said, haven't stopped for 24 hours. I'm sure she means drinking. She probably means that. Robbie said, oh man, the cat was almost out of the bag. You are so right, Robbie. I can't believe Sharon almost said that. Carnival Sunshine left out of Charleston today. Wonder where they will go. Ruth Todd said, hey, all after the live, check out Midlife Crazy. They're a hoot, and they're giving away a camera soon. Oh, okay. Is that okay for me to say, right? Well, I guess it is, Ruth. I just said it. Let's see. What else do we have? Ooh, do they have crab boils at the Seafood Shack? Dwayne, I don't think they have that, but
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, but they do have different types of seafood depending on what they have, what's fresh, and what they have on hand and stuff. Blaine said, over your right shoulder, I bet he meant. Oh, okay, that's what you mean. Okay, my bad. That's just for decor.
I didn't even know that was sitting there.
But that is funny. Sharon, I watched last week to the end. What secret? Email me. That's what Donna said. You didn't hear the secret? Oh yeah, we talked about it. Any plans to try MSC in the future? We're considering the seaside.
Oh yes, we are. We are. Most likely, we'll be on an MSC cruise in 2021. That's one of the ones that we are looking to book for 2021.
Yes.
Not. We're hoping that it's the Grandiosa, I think is how you say it.
Grandiosa?
Yeah, but it will be one of them. It'll probably be one of the ones in Europe though.
This is a smart-ass comment, Benjamin Wilson. Once again, Sharon isn't allowed to speak. He's trying to say that I talk a lot. We know, dude. That's our deal. That's how we are. That's the thing. I'm the loudmouth
Jamie likes
one.
to talk.
I talk a lot. I talk too much. And Sharon's a little quieter and a little more reserved. She's the sweetness.
I talk a lot on the phone. I
Yes.
talk a lot on the phone. I'm always on the phone.
Yes. And believe me, and when we're talking to each other and she talks, I don't hear everything she says, but I know she's talking.
Yeah.
So Tweety said, post a something emoji if you know the secret. She's trying to get me in trouble. All right, we're going to jump ahead a little bit.
Really.
Karen Carter said, when are you sailing on the Encore? We'll be on a cruise on the Encore.
You'll be on the 19th. Oh, okay. We'll be on the 26th, so we'll be getting on when you're getting off. Are you going on the, there's, Cruising with Wheels has a group cruise on the 19th, the week before us. Are you on the group cruise? Is that the one or are you just sailing on it to sail on it?
There you go. Shawana's Creative Circle said I was on the Carnival Liberty last week and the cruise director pulled me and two other ladies on the dance floor for a contest. She was scared, but she won.
Oh, wow.
Congratulations. Raphael said food is here, gotta go. Good night. Good night,
Well,
good night.
they do a lot of fun stuff like that on the ships, but just keep in mind, you can act silly, do crazy things, but most of the time, most of those people, you really, if you don't, unless you make some friends, you really will never see them again, probably.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Trevor makes a good point. Yes, a much bigger tax base to pay for that preparation. You are right. You are right. But I don't know, man. You would think these islands who are so susceptible to these storms would have some kind of game plan to be a little more prepared for them. It is a bummer to watch that kind of stuff. Oh, that's what B. Staten said. You have a camera on the little Gorilla Pods behind you.
Wow.
Come on, Nancy, spill the beans. That's what DC-810 said. No, Deb, she's not a bean spiller. Not our Nancy.
She is good at keeping secrets.
That's right. Klaykowski said, Zingano! Oh, dude, I did a Zingano on the show the other day, and I almost passed out.
I heard you.
I almost passed out.
I was in the kitchen, and the door was shut in between us, and I heard him.
It was unbelievable.
I couldn't believe it.
Boom Boom Bardwell is here. What's going on, Boom Boom? Mr. Cruise Fever 1 in the house. Hello, hello. Clay Kelsey said, I saw them in St. Thomas. Oh, speaking, St. Thomas got some weather too. Again, not the winds, but a lot of the rain, it looks like. Some Judges 9212 fans said, great, more people in Florida. What else? Let's see, what else do we have? Oh, someone made a comment earlier about, are we going on the panorama?
Oh.
And yes, we do. Yes,
Yeah.
we are.
Yeah. Twice, actually. Once this December on the inaugural cruise, and then again in March. We're going to go during Matthew's spring break in March.
There you go. Kitty Davis said, I'm scheduled to see the Bahamas on my second cruise ever in 2 weeks. I'm so sad for the Bahamas. Kitty Davis, do you know which port you'll be going into? Freeport or Nassau? Or is it a private island?
If it's Nassau, you might be okay. The others, yeah, take a lot of pictures. And have to go to the others.
Jim and Annette Thalman are here. What is up, Jim and Annette? Good to see you guys. We're going to be seeing more of you here in 40 days as well. Big Pap said, I'll keep Jamie in line. To Nurse Nancy. Yeah, Big Pap, he'll put me in check. I'm not messing with him. He's a big kid. I'm not going to mess around with that guy. Mrs. Davis D, what is going on? Says, Hoosiers in the house. What else do we have? What do you have? Are you pointing to something?
Oh, nothing. I was
nothing?
trying to read.
Hold on, let me see what else. Hold on, there's one thing I almost forgot to tell you guys. Some of you might have heard this story if you're on the Facebook, if you're in the Facebook group, and a lot of you are. So if you heard the story already, just ignore what I'm about to talk about, but because you might have seen the pictures as well. But I got home the other day from being out, and there's been a series of vandalism in our neighborhood, and there's been a lot of tire slashing going on. And the other day, I got home from being out with Sharon, and I took a look, and I found that my tires were slashed, and I got a picture of it. It was devastating. I mean, it was so upsetting. I don't even know what to say, but let me show you guys the picture. The other day, my tires got slashed.
Oh
Get it? My tires got slashed.
my God.
You get it, right? My tires got slashed?
Well, they don't know who that is.
Oh my God, everybody knows who Slash is. That is the funniest thing. I'm sorry, guys. I just couldn't help myself. I know I posted that on the Facebook group. Many of you may have seen it, but for those that didn't, I didn't want you to miss out on that comedy. That was so funny. I love that thing. It cracks me up every time.
Oh my God.
Cracks me up every time. Barbara Hannah says, I hope everyone in the path of the storm stays safe. We feel that way too. Gary Frizzle is here. They didn't send out an empty ship. They let off all the people that wanted off. Then the port made them leave, but there were still 1,500 plus that stayed on to cruise out to sea. Oh, okay, Gary. Well, that's good news. I appreciate that. Thank you for throwing that out there. I'm scheduled to see Bahamas. Oh, okay, that was from Kitty Davis. Is the Carnival Splendor getting replaced on the Mexican Riviera itinerary?
It is. The panorama is going to be taking its place, which is a big upgrade. So,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, yes. Big Pap said, I can't say what condition I'll be in to watch, but I'll watch him, Leanne. Oh, that's good. Yeah,
Watch you?
Yeah, keep an eye on me. Big Pap's gonna keep an eye on me, but he's gonna be in worse shape than I am.
He's
So
going to babysit you.
I'll be the blind leading the blind, that's for sure.
Oh my gosh.
Do they have food challenges on cruises? I'm good at them. I recently won a hat for eating 100 zebra cakes.
Oh
Well,
my
boom, boom. I'm not
gosh.
sure, but that sounds like a huge feat. Lori said, costume ideas? We have a few ideas. Can I tell them the costume idea that I had
I think
that you
told them-
shot down?
You told everyone last week.
Are you sure? I don't think I
think
told.
you
Did I
did.
tell you guys? Did I tell you guys the Talladega Nights costume idea I had?
Since then, Jamie has been coming up with just all these wild ideas that are just ridiculous. He thinks they're hilarious, and they're not.
Yes. I know they're hilarious.
No.
So Tweety said there's a moral conflict about visiting somewhere immediately following a disaster, but the economy depends so heavily on tourism,
That's true.
and we'll need that money to rebuild.
Yeah.
Yes, you are so right.
Just
Tweety.
like with Puerto Rico, we encourage people to go there, and I wish we could have went there sooner. They do. They depend on that money for
Yes.
rebuilding.
John Bolton said that's okay. We will just listen to you and look at her beautiful face. Oh, well, there you go. See, that's because I'm the one that talks all the time.
Oh, thank
Very
you, John.
nice. Do you know if all October they have costume parties on Carnival? It says Val Bowers. What's up, Val?
Yeah, they do on Carnival. On Carnival, they do.
Yeah, but and it's not a huge thing. I mean, there's not a huge celebration all week long, but like the last sea day,
Yeah.
that's when they have it. Usually a little party, maybe a
Like,
parade,
On the
a
ones before
contest.
they did it the last night
Yes.
of the ship, which is kind of odd. I thought because that's the night people have to pack and everything to go home. But yeah, they do it the last night, and they have a little parade and a costume contest and everything. So like last time we did that, and then we just came back to our cabin after and packed. But
Cruising with Wheels group cruise is January 19th. Oh.
yeah, that's what I.
Oh, we knew that already, didn't we?
That's what I said. Somebody else had mentioned they were going on the 19th, and I asked them if they were on.
Oh,
that
yeah.
cruise,
because we're gonna we talked to those guys. We're gonna meet them in the parking lot and have a bottle of wine waiting to throw back. Aren't we?
We mentioned about getting together to meet them, but I don't know. I didn't hear about any parking lot.
Yeah, I think we talked about meeting really quick and then having some wine. Well, why wouldn't you do that, right?
Know.
You make some new friends in the parking lot and you drink wine.
It just sounded funny, the parking lot.
Sounds perfectly normal to me. You guys would do that, right? That's why we cruise the West Coast during hurricane season, heading out September 8th on the Imagination.
Yeah.
There you go, Donna.
Yeah,
Listen, I know, but it's a
too.
crapshoot, though, because the prices are so good during hurricane season for the cruises. Yes, people agree with So Tweety. That is a tough one, but you want to have fun. But it's hard to have fun with so much devastation around. But hey, I remember when we did go to Puerto Rico a little while after the hurricanes roughed it up. We actually learned a lot. We were with our guy from Charlie's Custom Tours, Carlos Medina, the guy that runs the show over there, and he really showed us a lot of stuff and gave us the scoop, and told us some real information about things. Can I have one of these things?
Sure.
Sharon puts these. Do you guys eat these?
I forgot these. I just bought these the other day because, I mean, I know they sell these all year round, but the really good ones are only during, right before Halloween. And
So good.
I love these things. It's kind of probably one of my favorite holiday type candies around.
Maybe that's something we should do, is feature a new candy every week.
But I haven't. I bought them and I've hardly eaten any because I've been trying to do my kind of diet thing before our cruise, my little that I do. And when I drink this Shakeology drink, and one reason I drink it is it's the only thing that makes me not crave sweets. If I drink a Shakeology every day, I never crave sweets. If I don't, I crave sweets all the time. I love sweets. So that keeps me away from the sugar.
Let's see. M28, what is going on? Jeffrey and PS, lovely to have you. I've sent this last picture to several people. They loved it. I think a lot of people might get their tires slashed. That is awesome. B Staten. I will give full credit. That joke was played on me by my what's the term for him? Son-in-law.
Son-in-law, yeah.
Yes, by Mike. Our daughter Melissa's husband Mike is a character. He was part of the shenanigans last night, as a matter of fact, and he's the one that did that to me, to my tires originally. So that is that was my truck. Those were my tires in that picture. Sean said, anyone know how exclusive the Havana deck on Panorama actually is? Curious if it could become just as crowded depending on whether or not a Havana guest can access the private pool through a friend.
No, during the day you have to have a special wristband to go out there.
Yes.
And they monitor it pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
So no, it's, from what I hear, it's usually quite a bit less crowded, and it is just for the guests. Now after 7 o'clock at night, anyone can access that area.
Yes.
So if you are going to sit in the hot tub out there or something like that later at night, then it could get crowded.
Mm-hmm.
Although when we were on the Horizon, it was like really never crowded at night.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if it'll be that way on all of them, but when we went out there a couple times, there was hardly anyone out there, and they didn't even have the bar outside open there at night, only the indoor bar. So I think that kind of deterred people from going out there too.
It was kind of weird. We did not see much, because we snuck out there once or twice during the day as well.
Now the inside bar in that area
not
was
much access.
that was kind of happening.
Not much action there.
But the outdoor area, yeah, not bad.
Oh, Yvonne Kozlowski says, check out the latest cruise port. Sharon did a great job giving the highlights of Grand Turk.
Oh, thank
girl.
you,
Way to go, way to go.
Thank you.
Way to go. Degenerate Cruisers, good night to you guys. Be safe. We're thinking of you. We love you. And take care of yourselves.
Good night, guys. Stay safe.
Rob from Life with Favor said the same thing. The Havana pool on the Vista was empty. It opens up to everyone after 7 p.m. Yeah, I'll tell you what.
We've thought about
sorry to finish my
booking
candy
a Havana room to have access to that pool during the day. We thought it'd be nice. I think the main reason we haven't, I mean, it costs more, of course, but it was more so, I don't know. It's not like we like the crowds, but I feel like if you have that area, you kind of, most people tend to go to that area and just hang out in there the whole time.
Yes.
And they don't venture out to other areas. And we like to kind of mingle out in other areas and meet people and see things. And so, we just didn't do it.
They rose your axle, degenerate cruisers. Horrible comment. Nurse Nancy said, "Are you dressing up as Slash?" No, I am not. Sheila said, "You are a mess, Jamie." Thank you very much. Thank you. At least they didn't damage your axle. See, people love it. Legendary class dad joke. That is an awesome dad joke. Thank you so much. Sharon, what are some cruise fare options after final payment and the price drops significantly? MSC says there's nothing they will do.
Wait, what is the question?
The price drops significantly.
After final payment?
Yes.
Most cruise lines will give it to you in onboard credit if there's a price drop after final payment. MSC, I've gotten a price drop before for someone prior to final payment on there. I really haven't experienced anything after final payment, so I'm not really sure on that with MSC. MSC kind of has a little bit, they kind of run things a little bit differently than all the other kind of.
Yes, they march to the beat of their very own drummer. And I don't know, I mean, and are you sure that it's a price drop that's like same category of cabin? Because sometimes, balconies on a different floor or somewhere on a different part of the floor that you're on could drop in price, but it may not be the same category cabin as well, so it's not a true price drop.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would definitely call back and try to speak to a supervisor, or call back and talk to a different person who answers the phone. Because like any business, you could call a cruise line and the person you get could be 3 weeks out of training, and then the next person you get could have been working there for 4 years and know all the ins and outs and the tricks to get you taken care of. Why do you put these on your These are so good.
I know.
I can't stop eating these. I love hurricane season prices. You are so right, Mary Ellen. You are so right. Not for me. I'm a peep girl, said Wanda Byram. Peeps are good too. I bought a bag of candy corn yesterday, said Trish Simmons.
Peeps, at Easter.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite Easter candy is those, what are they called? They're like the Whoppers with the coating on the colored. What are those called?
God, I know what you're talking about. The Easter eggs.
Yeah. Oh my God. I buy bags and bags of those every Easter.
Yes, you do.
And after Easter, when they're on sale, sometimes I'll go buy like 10 or 15 bags and just stock up.
Dizzier Traveler is saying that the candy corn is gross. Melissa, what you talking about, girl? Have you tried the autumn colored one, Sharon? Autumn
colored ones. The ones that have the chocolate on them? Is that what you're talking about?
Well, it might be, just the different colored ones.
I don't like the ones with the chocolate on it as much.
Yes.
But I'll eat them. But.
Nancy asked a question about putting wine in your checked luggage and being concerned about breaking it. Nancy, we never put it in our checked luggage.
Yeah.
And I know you can't put it in your carry-on because you're flying somewhere. So we always make a plan to make a quick stop at a grocery store, liquor store, wherever we're going to be the night before or the morning of the cruise. Yeah. To stock up on wine for the cruise.
Now, I know some people will put it in their check luggage at the airport. I mean, if you wrap it really good in bubble wrap, it'll make it probably.
Yes, but who wants to risk that?
We had a situation that time, but luckily it was on the way home from the cruise, not going to the cruise. We had purchased
some bottles of rum for presents.
Oh yeah, it was like a 3-pack of different flavored rums on a cruise, and they put it in their special packaging and everything. It was all wrapped up. It was in our luggage coming home. When we got home, one of the bottles had broke in our luggage, and our clothes were all wet inside. So,
yes. You never know what's going to happen to that luggage.
Yeah.
You just don't. Mark Robertson, what is going on, buddy? War Eagle to you. How are you? Lovely to see you here. Val Bauer said, I hear the islands really want you to come back to support after the hurricane. You are very right. We fully agree with that as well. Emily Cooksey said, has anyone booked a back-to-back cruise? Pros and cons. Well, I'll tell you what, Nancy and Big Pap, who are in here right now, are going to be back-to-backing in about a month.
Yeah.
In about a month. Within a month and a week, they're going to be getting on back-to-back cruises.
Yeah, we would love to do a back-to-back, but we haven't yet.
And I'll tell you what, there are some really great folks. Paro DJ have done a handful of back-to-back cruises, and they've vlogged them. So if you haven't checked them out, Paro, P-A-R-O-D-J, go see D and J over there, and they have done some back-to-back cruises.
I will say,
we have not yet.
Yeah, I will say you get off the ship and they walk you back on, so you don't have to go wait out there again to come back on. It's a very simple process. If you have to get to stay in your own cabin, you just leave everything on the ship. If you have to switch cabins, the room steward will move everything to your new cabin for you.
Yes, very cool.
So it's supposedly a real easy process.
Very cool. Big Pap says we have the Havana for our Horizon cruise coming up. You mean your 3 Horizon cruise, Big Pap?
Yeah.
Big Pap's on a back-to-back-to-back. I'm very jealous of that. Speaking of the Horizon cruise, I am very excited about the Horizon cruise. And last week I showed a little clip of something that I might think about doing again. That was amazing, where I went to the Scotch. I learned how to make Scotch, the Scotch Masterclass. I took on the ship with Jeff Taylor, and that was a lot of fun. And there's something else I'm really looking forward to doing or seeing this time when we're back on the Horizon in 40 days. Can you guess what that is?
Oh, probably that show.
Oh, I think you're right about that. So listen, I wanted to show you guys a little something that I'm really excited about seeing again. And I guess the only way to show you is to...
This was actually besides going on Royal Caribbean, Symphony of the Seas, and seeing the entertainment on that ship, because that was amazing. This was probably our favorite show that we've seen ever.
Totally.
On any Carnival ship.
Totally. So, without further ado, let's go to the time machine, people. Let's go to the time machine. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you guys ready for the time machine? Sharon at Sea time machine starts now. Hold on, it's gonna get crazy here. It's gonna get crazy, don't get too What's up, everybody? Here we are at the Celestial Strings Show. This is one of the hottest shows that they have on the Carnival Horizon. Incredibly popular. Sharon and I got in line early. We have the best seats in the house as far as I'm concerned. And if you saw our video about the seating arrangement, you know what we mean. And we're gonna try to share whatever we can with you guys and get a little video so we don't get in trouble for doing it. And we're just super happy to be here. So tonight we give you Celestial Strings. I jumped the gun a little bit. Sorry you didn't get to come back. The time machine was a very quick time jump that time. My apologies. I'm sorry. I am quick on the button today.
You
a
are.
little too quick. Yes, Nancy said, I do not understand how they play the violins and the heels. That was an awesome show in the Liquid Lounge on the Horizon. The seating's a little tricky, but for that show it was pretty neat how they had stuff on the floor and out in the audience and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that was a lot of fun. Very cool, very cool.
Oh, Donna's doing back-to-back in 2021. Yes, you are, Donna.
Let's see. Robbie O'Malley said, in New York, NYC and NCL, when you back-to-back, you don't have to get off. The customs officers come on board. Then right after, all of 5 minutes, the ship is yours, and you get about an hour of the ship to yourself. That sounds like a great time, man.
Nice.
That is a very cool time. B. Staten said, I can't watch, I'm too dizzy. Let's see. Shannon Rook said, love your Alaska vlogs, Klaykowskis. Yeah, for sure. It's funny, the Klaykowskis and Griff and Alyssa sailed on the same ship and went to Alaska, so they both are having some Alaska vlogs come out. So make sure you keep an eye out for both of those on the Klaykowskis channel and at our friends Griff and Alyssa as well. Dave and Randy said, "Wish we got to see Celestial Strings. We only saw a little bit of it. Yeah, it was really awesome. I love the music selection in there, and some of the better talented singers we've seen at any carnival show ever.
Yeah.
That is for sure. Let's see what else. Wow, that's totally competition to the Royal shows," said Slinky. I'll tell you what, that one was. That one was just really good. There's some carnival shows which are kind of like, maybe some snoozers out there. Maybe it's just me because I've drank too much at the time. I'm not sure.
We've seen most of them multiple times, so most of the time we don't even go to the shows on Carnival anymore because we've seen them. Mm-hmm. But this one was an exception, and it was really, really good.
Oh, Mary Ellen Shaw said, "I'll be on the horizon in February. I will rewatch your video about the lounge layout." Mm-hmm. I'm kind of feeling like I wish I never made that video now, because now we're gonna have the group cruise on the horizon, and everyone on the group cruise knows the secret about where to sit in the liquid lounge. So it's gonna be a race to get the good seats. Mm-hmm. I feel like I'm gonna have to throw some elbows with somebody. I feel like High Seas Cindy and High Seas Paul are smart, and they're gonna make a beeline right for the good seats.
There's a whole row though of seats right there.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Oh yes, we're gonna be making the drinks in the horizon next week on the 15th. Thanks, Jamie, for showing us the vlog. You got it, Yolanda. That is my pleasure. Wanda Promo said, "Hey guys, thanks for inspiring us to cruise. We can't wait for the group cruise." All right, Wanda, good to see you. I know that name from the group deal. Wanda, we are going to have a great time. And if you haven't done it already, make sure that you're checking out the Facebook group if you're in there for the Sharonatsea group cruise. And speaking of group cruise, I don't have any information to give, so I'm not trying to hold back anything. But we have dabbled with a few ideas, and we're beginning to lay a little groundwork for what should be the 2021 group cruise, and we're trying to figure out a few things. So more itineraries are coming out in the next couple weeks.
Something about it.
So we're gonna go ahead and start to get some plans working. So if anyone's asking about the next Sharonatsea group cruise after 2020's huge one with Alita Loca, it's in the works right now.
Yeah, it's in the works.
It is in the works. I'll be on the next group cruise. I'll fit our schedules at Val Bowers. DCA 10 said, "Oh, now I remember. Now I know the secret." DCA 10. Now you just figured it out. Donna, we appreciate you being here. You go ahead and go pack and have some fun. Pam said, "How do you find out ahead of time what shows are on your Carnival cruise?"
You can usually find some fun times from past cruisers by either joining a Facebook group for that ship, or sometimes just Googling it.
Yes.
And find some fun times, some recent fun times, and you can usually find out what's on there.
It's funny, for like our first 10 cruises on Carnival, I think it was the same shows every time, everywhere. It really was like, oh gosh. Yeah. And for a while, we didn't really go to the shows much anymore. And even if there was a new one, we really didn't make it a big deal to see it.
Yeah,
but lately, they've stepped up their game with their playlist production. So, Cat Rose has a great question right here. Where does Matthew go when you go out at night?
When we go out, on the ship, he usually goes to the kids club. He's usually doing his thing with the other kids, and we're doing our thing.
Yep. Yeah, there you go. And now that he's older, he just kind of has a run of the ship. Earlier, younger years, he'd be at the club. Yeah,
we'd have to go pick him up at certain times and things. But we all eat dinner together. That's a big thing. He has to eat dinner with us, so we all eat dinner together. After dinner, we usually all go back to the cabin. Sometimes change, sometimes not, and we go our way, he goes his way, and we meet back at the cabin later at night.
Fatima McCoy said, "Does NCL charge for room service, and what kind of menu do they have?" I'll tell you what, I do not know yet. I don't think we've gotten to that part of our research for our January cruise.
I think they have a set, Robert O'Malley probably knows, but I think there's a set fee. I thought it was $7.95, no matter how much you ordered, unless they've changed that.
Mm-hmm. That sounds about right.
But I could be wrong.
So there you go. Quentin Holly said, "Have you ever sailed on Norwegian?" Not yet, but come back in February, and we'll be talking about our January cruise on Norwegian's Encore.
I am really looking forward to the Encore.
Yes. DJ Cruiser said, "Carnival used to offer karaoke with a live band. That was great entertainment." Yeah, I know. Things have changed, haven't they, over time?
Changed.
Nice tip on the fun time, said Val Bowers. Very cool. Gary Frizzle said, "Contact John Hill to find out information about your cruise." Very good. Is there a way? Is there a way to tell what the shows are for the October 10/21 sailing? They'll be the same shows we saw on the Sensation this past March. If you're on the Sensation again, then chances are they'll be the same shows.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, they may switch them up depending on your itinerary, what nights that they show, what show, and the times. But yeah, if it's that recent, most likely it's going to be the same shows.
Beth Ellinger said, "Bummed we won't see Jeffrey Monks in the piano bar. He's incredibly talented." I don't know if you remember, but some of the folks that we hung out with and made friends with on the last Horizon cruise, Jeff Taylor, he was there with his wife, and they were big fans of the piano bar and Jeffrey Monks.
I was going to say, I think it was Jeffrey Monks that we were talking about. Yeah.
I am not particularly a big piano bar guy.
No.
Like, not when they get silly and they have everyone sing funny lyrics to the songs.
Yeah, it's not
in our wheelhouse.
That's not usually one of the places you would find us. If you were trying to find us on a cruise, that would probably be one of the last places to look. We have gone there but it's not where we usually go.
There you go. Mark Roberts just said, yes, we had Donkey on the Breeze. Mark, are you talking about what you had for room service?
No. I'm talking about oh.
He had the donkey.
Oh my God.
I could see Mark Robertson just going, yeah, hi, she'll have the salmon and I'll have the donkey. I think he means the cruise director donkey. Okay, my bad. The shows we watched on the Splendor were way more than what we expected. They were great, said Sean Villarreal. What is up, Sean? That's cool, man. Yeah. I'm glad to hear that. Glad to hear that. And guys, wait till you get
on the panorama.
Oh my gosh.
You're gonna be blown away then.
Oh yeah. The Splendor's a nice ship. Doesn't have all the bells and whistles a lot of the other ships do. Wait till the next time.
But
you're gonna be blown away.
But some of the
Bunny
shows.
Flo, good night. Thank you so much for joining us, and be safe down there.
Some of the shows that we saw on the Splendor the last time we were on the Splendor, they were pretty good though.
Yes. Robbie says they have a fairly decent room service menu: breakfast, entrees, desserts. $7.95 per tray, and about 6 dishes can fit on one tray. Oh, that's good to know. Yeah. Pay by the tray. I like that mindset. Pam S. said you're going to love NCL. I know. Well, we have to start watching some more of the EECC travels videos because they do a lot of Norwegian cruises. And, of course, Robbie O'Malley's got some great info
I have
on NCL, too.
a feeling I'm going to like NCL.
Well, we're going to find out. LOL Donkey, said Val. Cam's Table MDR said, have you ever done a Journeys cruise on Carnival? And would you recommend it?
I would definitely recommend it. We have not done one though because they're longer cruises, and we're just. It's really hard for the longest cruise we've taken is an 8-day cruise, and it's just hard for us to take anything longer than that with Jamie's work schedule right now. Someday
between Matthew's school and my work, it makes it a little trickier.
Yeah, someday we'll be able to cruise at longer times all at once.
Sandra McKendrick is here. What is up, Sandra? I'm sorry, I'm sitting here chewing my candy corn. I apologize. To everyone, what ports is your cruise leaving from? Said Elizabeth Fraser. What's up, Elizabeth?
The next cruise, the group cruise, I guess. It leaves from Miami, and it's going to Ocho Rios, Grand Cayman, and Cozumel.
Yes. There you go. Val Bauer said, you can book Norwegian too, right? Yes, Val. Sharon books every cruise line sailing from anywhere, whether it's a European cruise, something to Hong Kong, to Australia, or if you're just going to Hawaii or whatever.
I have booked 3 European cruises today, so I book a lot. I've been booking
You're on
a lot.
Fire.
I've been booking a lot of Europe lately.
Should we do a shameless plug?
Everyone wants to go to Europe, it seems like.
Yes, Sharon is a professional travel professional.
And I book more than cruises too. I book land vacations too. I can anything.
Yeah, so if you need to get a cruise booked or you have questions about how to go about booking a cruise, email sharonatsea@gmail.com, and Sharon will get back to you as soon as possible and get you taken care of and get you booked. She can do all that stuff for you. You don't pay her anything. Anything is done, any payment is for her is made from the cruise line. So you'll basically pay the same thing as if you were doing it on your own, but you have somebody who has a lot of knowledge who can do some deeper research for you and tell you the ins and outs, walk you through the process, and make sure everything goes smooth for you. So there you have it.
And you get my personal cell phone number in case you have a question.
John Klikowski said our last 2 Royal Cruise directors were unimpressive. Yes, wait till when you go on the La Lita Loca cruise. I think that one in 2020 For John, will be his first Carnival. I think he was saying. I think you'll see a difference, dude. There's a big difference. The cruise directors are amazing on Carnival. Very interactive.
Very upbeat. A lot of fun.
Yes.
That's one thing we noticed that we weren't impressed with so much with Royal Caribbean was the cruise director on that ship. We didn't even really. I mean, we could have kind of didn't even know it was the cruise director.
Yeah, he was definitely an afterthought for the deal. Nothing particular. We didn't see a lot of him. You know, the cruise director on Carnival and announces a lot of acts and is very visual.
And they a lot of times they dress in different outfits or costumes. I mean, like you know it's the cruise director. Yes. Whereas on Royal, I think he was just in the same little suit walking
same little
around.
outfit, all the time. And the other nice thing on Carnival is that I know we're praising Carnival through the roof here today, but with the cruise directors, they sing and dance and they entertain and they do a lot of stuff like that. If you watch,
they've got some talent.
Who is it? Dave and Brandy were on the ship with the flying, crazy Scotsman. And that guy sings and dances and does like a show. Dave and Brandy, if I'm saying his name wrong, let me know if you're still out there. But yeah, they have some vlogs out. You got to make sure you go check those guys out at their channel. And they show that guy, incredibly talented singer. Yeah. Yes, they do have snacks, but no, they're not Gardettos, Beth. I wish they were Gardettos. Those are my favorite snacks. Margaret Marnie Wilson said, Sharon, I just ordered the Emma term. Thanks for letting us know about it. It's going to help a lot. I hope so, Margaret. I think it'll help out. Sharon's had a lot of luck with wrist pressure oriented, anti-nausea stuff, and that one takes it just a step further.
Yeah, well, I haven't actually taken that on a cruise yet, but I've used the wristbands that have pressure points, and those always seem to work for me. Yes. I don't normally get real seasick, but luckily.
Mm-hmm. What else? Oh, there is one other thing that some of you guys might want to know about. I know some of you tune out when I talk about this, so bear with me. But the Sharon at Sea Creator Fantasy Football League is about to start, guys. The season kicks off. It kicks off in a few days. Are you messing with me?
No, go ahead and talk. I'm just scrolling up. I was scrolling up to
So we are very, very excited about it, and I know that people are going to want to. They're going to want to start choosing their sides and who they're going to root for. So I thought I would just give you guys just a little glimpse, nothing fancy here, just a little glimpse of the lineup for this week to let you know what creators are facing off against each other in the Sharon at Sea Fantasy League. So let's go here and take a look. First off, week 1, the Pittsburgh Hijinks are up against the Katy Dogs. That is Huebner Hijinks on the high seas up against Rob from Life with Favor. The Dallas Zinganos, Alana and Raphael, are up against Zero Clucks Gibbon from the Claykowski, John Claykowski. The Dilly Dilly Explorers, Derek and Gregory, are facing off against Alyssa and Griff and Alyssa, the Griff and Alyssa Killer Mermaids. The Mississippi Cruiseaholics, that's Roy and Amanda Shows, they are facing off against the one and only Sharon at Sea team. Hopefully you guys are all rooting for us. And the Cruisin' Brewskis, Dave and Brandy's Excursions, are facing off against the one and only Mr. York Ragsdale, Doodles Mixed Ship Show, York from the Ship Show with John. And that is the big lineup coming up here for this weekend. So make sure that you choose a team. And of course, on Monday, we will give you the scoop on how everyone made out. Yeah. And have you set the lineup yet for our team? Are you choosing the lineup?
Well, if you want to win, I think you better do that.
Come on, you could do it, babe. I know you can. Maybe listen to me talk all about it.
Maybe 1 week I will set the lineup.
There you go.
See how I do.
There you go. Crazy Cat Traveler said, has Sharon's phone been blowing up today with customers figuring out cruise changes due to the storm?
Luckily, I've had 2 people cruising in the last couple days, and one was just had an itinerary change, and the other one wasn't really affected. So, that's been good.
Yes. Leanne chimed in on that, agreeing with the Claykowskis about the cruise directors, and she said Mike Pack told us he has a lot of leverage to do what he wants to do and change things up on Carnival. Royal cruise directors seem to have to stick to a script. That is for sure.
Yeah. Carnival kind of gets away with kind of going out of the like
They
boundaries
do.
or
They get a little
something.
frisky at times.
Yeah,
It's a good
they
time.
kind of do their thing, and
Linda Lauer's a big fan of the candy corn when you mix it with peanuts and M&Ms. Oh God, that sounds good. Beth said, we love Lee Mason. He's moving to Australia with the Splendor.
Yeah.
Mary said, and they dance on the bar. Yes, they do.
Yeah, they do all dance on the bar.
Mariner and Allure had great cruise directors, but not the others. That's what the Klaykowski said. Nancy said, I mean, the food in the main dining room is okay for us, but I understand that Royal Caribbean has much better food. They do. The food was better. We'll be the first ones to say it when we talk about the cruise lines. I can't disagree with that. Elizabeth Frazier, what's up? Says, usually I cruise on Carnival, but I did take one Royal cruise that I was not impressed with, I think is what she was saying in that sentence, so there you go. I really like to go to Mars. Can you help me with that? Said John Bolton. John, I don't know if we can do that. Are you talking about with the time machine? You want to get in there and see if we can send you off to Mars sometime? Who has candy corn? I love those things. Eddie Moonshine, what's going on, Eddie? Glad to see you, buddy. Lovely to see Eddie back in the mix. Elizabeth said, I apologize, my message is not coming through clearly. Hey, that's okay. Listen, I try to text or send a message sometimes on a show if I'm on my phone, and I'm trying to do like a voice text, and I have to go through and rewrite the whole damn thing anyway. It's crazy. Janet Moyer is in the house. What is up, Janet? Very nice, very nice. Don't mention the F word to me. My Ducks lost to Auburn Saturday because of a last-minute touchdown. Ooh, sorry, Crazy Cat. That's right, baby. 0 clucks given for the win. Klaykowski's already talking a little smack. I think the team sharonatsea is going to kick some ass. I'm not going to lie.
I hope so.
I am not going to lie. I kind of want to be a travel agent part-time. LOL, says Shelly Lou. Shelly, I don't know if you can do it part-time. You got to go all in. Margaret said, okay, Jamie, thanks for the birds and the bees talk. Congratulations, Raphael and Alana. Very nice. Let's see. What else do we have? Hi, Jamie. We plan on sailing on a Celebrity Edge, trying to fit on something other than NCL. We love NCL, but like to know if there's anything we should know about Celebrity Cruise Line. Mike P., I don't have much information, and I don't know that Sharon does either.
Yeah, we haven't been on Celebrity. It appears to be a little bit older crowd, so I don't know how old you are, if that's something you're looking for or not.
Yeah. A little more formal, I think, type of a deal.
Yeah, well, maybe at dinner, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, it just seems to be a little bit of a more older crowd, and I don't know, other than that. I mean, the ships look really nice.
Oh,
so
yeah.
if you like great food, great service, and if you're into all that, then yeah, I'm sure you'll have a wonderful time.
Yeah, and probably the only reason we may not be running to get on a Celebrity ship is, again, because we have Matthew, and we need to have an environment for him to have fun.
And I don't know, from what I see, celebrities, I mean, they have kids clubs, but I don't know that they're going to be as fun for our son at his age.
Not used to, not compared to what he's done.
And they don't have a lot of the water slides and the ropes courses and all those kind of things that kids his age like to do.
Mike P., make sure that you check out La Lido Loca. They just started rolling out today their Celebrity Equinox vlogs. So those are great too. So
you can get a feel for the
out.
ship and kind of see some things from those.
Slippin' Digits number 912 fan said, come on, pick all the players who have the prettiest names.
I know, that's how I would do it, yeah. Or a player I just liked or something.
Good night, Slinky. Go get that laundry done. We appreciate it. That's a lot of people's favorite for sure, said Sandra. Our cruise director on Liberty of the Seas in April was awesome. He won't take his iPad onto the floor of Crazy Quest again. He messaged me paper and pencil only. Very cool. Yeah, it's nice when you, well, I guess, hey, I mean, if you remember a cruise director, that always means a lot, and that's always cool. Hello, Carolyn, Virginia, what is going on? What else did, listen, I know we were going to try to knock it off a little early tonight. It is 7:30. This hour and a half has flown by. I mean, so fast. I don't want to miss anything. Dylan Chandler said, I've only been on a Carnival cruise. After seeing pictures from Tony and Jenny's Celebrity, I think that'll be my next vacation. There you go. Very cool. Have you guys ever cruised around Christmas? Do they do anything special? We have 3 kids to impress. We have not, but we toy with the idea. But they will decorate the ship pretty heavily, and they'll do some celebrating for that.
They decorate, and they have a few different things they do for Christmas. They'll, Santa Claus will be on the ship at some point and things like that.
That is right. Margaret Marnie Wilson has a comment. Will you read this comment right here? Just read this one right here.
Hey Nancy, make sure to have your rubber chicken ready to beat Jamie when he misbehaves on the group cruise.
What the heck, Margaret? What?
I'm gonna have to
What?
give her a special rubber chicken for that.
Unbelievable. Why does everyone think that I'm going to be the one? Maybe Sharon will be the one who drinks too much and misbehaves. You ever think of that? That could definitely happen, that's for sure. Margaret Marnie Wilson, thank you so much for the super chat. That's very nice of you. Hold on, I didn't do this for John earlier, so I might owe him one. But Margaret, thank you so much.
We'll ship again.
Thank you, Margaret. We appreciate that. Oh, it's still gone.
Janet said, well, where did it go?
What?
Oh.
I've been watching Cruising Video all day. We want to go to Christmas Cruise on the Breeze, December
Oh.
19, 2020. It's an 8-day.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That would be nice to go right over Christmas.
Yes. So
Yeah.
do Journey Cruises go to different places than the regular ones, said Cat Rose.
Not really. Sometimes they'll have a port or two thrown in there that isn't one that they go to as often, but for the most part it's the same things. Or sometimes it'll have kind of like two itineraries that you would normally take two separate cruises on, kind of all bunched into one cruise. So
Jennifer Butler said, going on my first cruise in January on the Vista. Any tips for me?
Vista.
So we went
if
on the
the
Vista.
Sky Ride's open, ride the Sky Ride.
Oh, yeah.
That's a must. It's a lot of fun. The Vista. What else?
I got one. All right, in the front of the ship where there's 3 levels where they have the shows, and the layout of the lounge on the Vista class ships is different than any other ships on Carnival. Make sure you go in there before you go to your first show and scope out the seating and find a spot that you think you'll have a good view and a good vantage point, because the seating can get a little tricky, and the floor seating are individual chairs instead of benches, and there's not a lot of spots to sit where you can put a drink or anything else that you have with you. It's a little weird. We've on record by saying we hate the lounges on the Vista class ships, where they do the shows. So look into that a little bit and watch our Vista vlogs. And you'll see it all.
And get to the shows that you really want to see a little early because they do get crowded. And what else? Oh, try some of the specialty dining. They have some great specialty dining on the Vista too.
Yes. Have you had the meatball parmesan sandwich on Carnival? What do you think of it? I don't recall, unless it's like one of those late night things, in which case, you're talking about maybe from the deli. I haven't, because when I go, I think the deli has those, because I always go with a Reuben. I always go with the Reuben sandwich at the deli.
That sounds
it's a must-have.
Now I want
Meatball
one.
parm?
Now I want a meatball sandwich.
Dang, maybe
That
can you go out
really
and get
good.
some from her
I'm hungry.
later?
Yeah.
Nancy, we know you weren't trying to put down Carnival food. It's good. We know. Don't worry.
Yeah.
She's so sweet.
Hey, we've cruised Carnival a
Yes.
lot, and we'll be the first to say if something's good or not good.
Yes, for sure. Yeah, we won't hold back. SAS has great cruise vlogs on the Vista. Life with Favor does too. You are so right about that, Leanne. Check out Life with Favor and see Favor and Rob on their Vista cruise as well.
Yeah,
Kat
those are
said
more
fair
recent,
food.
too.
Yep, that's right. Sheila Bossiger, good night. Have a good
night,
evening.
Sheila.
Linda Kuziak is late to the party. Hello, Linda. Nice to see you. Thank you very much for being here. Lufran Martinez, Christmas is a great time and they make it snow. Santa comes. Loved it, going again this year. I don't know if every ship makes it snow, so
I
for
think
Sean and
I
Paige.
think a lot of them do.
Yes.
But I know I would love to go on a Christmas cruise, but I just can't leave all the family at Christmas. But we're really thinking about doing a New Year's Eve cruise before long.
Robbie O'Malley said, I do New Year's Eve at sea every year. It's fantastic. I've done Christmas twice to try to steer away from that. I don't doubt that. And Robbie O'Malley's on the ship every time you turn around.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't even have to plan a New Year's Eve. He just happens to be on the ship.
I think he lives on the ship.
He's there all year. So, Jennifer Kildow said, go pack go. Are you guys going to be watching the games? I mean, listen, Sunday, are you going to be watching the games? Let me know if you're big fans. Who's your team? Who are you going to be rooting for? Are you going to be watching Thursday night? Maybe Nurse Nancy will be. The Packers are playing Thursday night. I bet she's a Packer fan. So let us know what your team is. You know that we will be watching the Charger game big time. Maybe we'll do a little Facebook Live from the first football Sunday. Do you think we could do that?
I don't know. Oh, I guess we
We
could.
never do that. I think other creators do Facebook Lives. We don't do that. Is that something we should do more of? What do you guys think?
Facebook Live.
Facebook Live,
When you
yeah,
said that,
not-
I always thought you meant YouTube.
Oh, no, not YouTube Live. Facebook Live. And by the way, if you're not already there, make sure that you go to Facebook and find us Sharon at Sea Cruise Crew. Sharon@sea Cruise Crew. Make sure you go over there and get in the group. There's just like one little quick question about how do you hear about us that you answer, and then we'll go in there, find you, and let you into the group. You can post photos, pictures, all kinds of fun stuff. We usually set up a little post where if you're a creator, you can post in the comments what you create, and you can advertise and promote yourself there too. So come join us there. If you haven't already subscribed, do us a favor, subscribe and hit the notification bell before you leave the chat tonight. We appreciate it, and we'd love you when you do that. We are really, I mean, we're only a couple months away from potentially having to give away a free cruise for 2.
Yeah.
You guys have done an amazing job at making us give stuff away
for that.
For subscribers. So keep up the good work, folks. Go Pack Go, said Marilyn Moore. Richard Leadhead said, what is a journey cruise? What's up, Richard Leadhead? Richard Leadhead. I like that last name.
It's a cruise where they do, it's a longer cruise. I believe they have to be at least 9 days. They I guess do things that they used to do on cruises years ago that they don't do anymore. So it's kind of like a throwback type, thing. So like they do the on Carnival, they used to do back when we cruised several years ago, they would do this really cool, they call it the Grand Gala Buffet. There'd be one night where at midnight they would have this midnight buffet, and they would it would just be like all these fancy ice carvings everywhere, all this like really good food. Everything was laid out, and it was just the whole thing. There would be a line like out the door, and people would line up sometimes like an hour ahead just to get in there. And people would go through, take pictures of all of it first, and then you'd go through and eat.
Yes.
But
you go look at it earlier, then it opens up to actually feast on.
It would always start at midnight, which that was the only bad thing. I mean, you had to wait till midnight for it. But back then it was easy to stay.
It was awesome.
But but like that's one thing. But it's just some things that they used to do that they just don't do anymore. Some of the things they've cut back on cruises.
Serenity Pirate said Christmas cruise is the best cruising. Eddie Moonshine, I don't know if I'm sure they've had to push drunk people back on the ship in wheelchairs before. But hopefully they have their friends to help out. But if there was ever a time we need to do that, we may find out. Right, Big Pap? Coming up on the Sharon@sea group cruise, so we'll see how that goes. We've done the Dream on Christmas and New Year's. Great for the whole family. This year we're doing the Magic for Christmas. That is awesome, Serenity. Good night, Karen Carter. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate
Good night,
it.
Karen.
Oh, hold on. I jumped ahead a little bit. My bad. Good night at the Klaykowskis. Appreciate you guys being here. Lovely to see you. Which ships are Vista class? I think it's going to be Vista, Horizon.
And the Panorama.
Upcoming Panorama.
Yeah.
Mark Robertson says, go Browns. Slippin' Digits 912 is a Viking fan. Robbie O'Malley said, you guys are so funny. War Eagle, Mark Robertson. Guy's Burger is still the best burger at sea, said DJ Cruiser.
Yeah.
We agree.
Yeah, it is. And
Slippin' Digits said, will your quarterback be able to make it through the year? Better watch out for the Vikings defensive ends. Oh boy, they're talking. Oh yeah, because it's Vikings Packers on Thursday night. That's a big deal. Dubba D said, still waiting to get on Allure of the Seas, hopefully. Dubba D, are you waiting? Like, when were you supposed to get on? And are you waiting to board? Or do you have a cruise coming up here in the next couple of days? And you're just seeing if it's going to go through. So let us know. Oh, hold on. The Klaykowskis. Maybe it's Beth who's actually going to bed, not the Klaykowskis, because they said, see you, Beth. And then Beth said, good night, Klaykowski. So I may have jumped the gun there.
Well, good night, Beth.
Leanne said, Patriots, sorry, not sorry. Ooh. Man, we have some plans to meet up with Leanne. She's going to talk about the Patriots the whole time. We might have a problem.
Yeah.
Maybe we should screen better when we bring in these, the new people to be on Team SAS. I'm just kidding, Leanne.
Yeah, we've had some good Patriot battles in our family.
Yes. Oh, yes, we have. So let's see. Val Bowers roots for the Falcons. Captain's Table MDR is a Bears fan. Steelers versus Chargers, October 13. Go Steelers. Whoa, Big Pap. Big Pap, let me tell you what. Now, I know we're getting towards the end of the show, so we can talk a little bit more. Is there anything that I missed that we want to talk about, Sharon?
I don't think so.
No, I think that we covered everything. So, on the group cruise, the first night of the group cruise, we have a big gathering going on for the steakhouse. There's going to be about 20 plus of us dining together at the steakhouse, so that's going to be insane and awesome. And then right afterwards, whoever wants to come with me can, but I will be abandoning everyone at the group cruise to run over to the sports bar and get a good seat to watch the Chargers versus the Steelers that night. And I'm super excited. I really enjoy watching a football game on the cruise ship. I've only seen a couple of my Chargers games, but I saw them beat the Broncos once. That was awesome. That was on, I think that was on the Miracle, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe the Legend, but I think the Miracle.
I think it was the Miracle.
And yeah, definitely on the Miracle. And I've there's which one was it where Matthew and I were watching the game on the cell phone?
That.
I forget which one that was.
No, it wouldn't have been the Horizon. That was a Dream.
Oh, okay.
That was
Yes.
Dream.
And so I'll definitely be watching some football that night. Go Pat, said Shelly Alou. Klikowski said, do it. We can watch the Pack get their butts kicked. Ooh, boy. Texan fan, Elisa M. Garcia. Hey, everyone, said the Tyler Show. What's up? Nurse Nancy is a closet Bears fan. Ooh, Serenity Pirates is a Chiefs fan. Okay, that might be a problem. Michael Lozano's a Raider fan. That is a problem. Here we go, Steelers, said Greg S. My Raiders are playing the Denver Donkeys, said Sean. Oh, God. You know what? I was really starting to like Sean and Paige Villarreal, and now I'm realizing that he's a Raider fan. That is not good news. Not good news. Let's see. Janet Moyer, Steelers fan. I don't pay attention to professional football. College, though. Georgia Bulldogs, said Shannon Rooks. That's okay if you're a college fan. Where's the group? Where is the cruise group? Val Bowers, we are going on the Carnival Horizon October 13th. I would love to invite you to go, but I don't know if there's any cabins left. Is it sold out?
Well, it
sold out.
was very close last time I checked. To be honest, I haven't checked this week because I haven't had any reason to.
There you go. Let's see. Cash Addict Mel Stowe, Redskins. Val Bowers said found. Oh, she said, where's the cruise group? Oh, I think she meant the Facebook group. I thought you were talking about the group cruise. I apologize for that. I apologize.
Yeah, it's on Facebook. It's
Well, she found it. She posted it. She found it. Sharonatsea Cruise Crew is what you're going to look for. Die Hard Bears fan for DC at 10. Journey cruises 9 days plus are great. More of an adult cruise, said Gary Frizzle.
Yeah.
B Stat said, I do a couple of Facebook Live videos on trips, but I hate it because you can't do Facebook Live in landscape. I know, man, that stinks. And there, Bubba said, hang on a second, did I say that name right? Ooh, I jumped ahead. Oh yeah, Dubba D said, still waiting to get on the Allure. Yeah, give us a scoop on that. So Tweety said, gotta take dinner out of the oven. Have a great night. Awesome show. Thank you, So Tweety.
Good night,
Thank
So
you for
Tweety.
being here. And everyone go check out So Tweety's channel. She is an awesome solo vlogger. She does Princess Cruises mostly, but I know she's done a couple other cruise lines as well, so go check her out. Richard Leadhead said, thanks for the info, Zeppelin rocks. Okay. Oh, Leadhead, so Led Zeppelin. Okay, now I see where you went. I want to win the cruise. Please remember, I've never been on a cruise, said Janet Moyer. Janet, that's not a qualification to win the cruise, but we'll consider it. Craig Cassidy said, I didn't say goodnight. Sorry, John, I'm sorry about that. Laugh out loud, Leanne said, I had to scroll up. See, boy, I say one thing wrong about Clay Cassidy saying goodnight. People are scrolling up looking for it. Mel, we should cruise Vista class together. I love the Horizon, said Mary Ellen Dillon. Guys, burgers are great and free, not like Johnny Rockets that you paid for, said Gary. You are right about that, buddy.
Yeah, and you know what though, even if I had to pay for both, you know, just sort of like apples for apples on taste and everything, I would still choose the Guys Burgers. I think.
Well, we'll see. We'll talk about it more.
Yeah.
I don't leave till y'all leave. That's what Clay Cassidy said. Oh, you're so sweet.
Oh, nice.
We appreciate that. No, Slippin' Digits 912 fan said no to Packers versus Vikings this week. Vikings have hurt Rodgers the last couple of years on clean plays. We may have a patch shirt for you, SAS team. I don't know. I don't want your patch shirt. Let's see what else. We were supposed to board Sunday, September 1st. Now it's scheduled for September 4th. Said Deborah D. Oh wow. So are they rescheduling? Are they cutting the cruise short? What's the scoop? What did they tell you, Deborah D, about that? If you want to share that info, we'd love you to.
I know some of them they're extending, and then unfortunately the one after that gets cut short. So
Crazy Cat said, try living in Seahawks land. Seattle talks about nothing else. Yeah, I know, but they've only been doing that for about 3 or 4 years since their team got good. Before that, nobody even knew who the Seahawks were. Boom! 148 likes, 148 watching. Thank you, Del Brett. Very cool of you. Del Brett, welcome to the show, by the way, Del. The hurricane seems to be moving so slow. It certainly is moving too slow. Went on a 7-day cruise for Christmas on the Splendor. It was beautiful and had a wonderful time, said Elisa Garcia. There you go. I've watched the last 3 Super Bowls on a ship, and I'm doing it this year on the Harmony of the Seas, said Klaykowski. That sounded very cool.
Yeah.
That does sound cool. What else do we have? Did I miss anything else? Robbie O'Malley said Giants, shakes his head. Ooh, that's okay, Robbie. As soon as you get Sheila Manning out of the mix, then you're going to be fine with your new quarterback. Let's see. Sharon, what will you be doing after dinner? Football or comedy show? Will you be joining your husband to root on our family team, the Chargers, or will you be out on your own with the folks from the group?
I don't know. Whatever sounds more appealing at the time.
You're just going to take it, see how you feel after a big dinner?
Yeah, I'm going to wing it. Yeah.
I watched 2 Super Bowls and 2 Daytona 500s on cruise ships. Always a great party, said Eddie Moonshine. Eddie, I'm pretty sure wherever you are is a great party, my friend. Go Dogs. We were supposed to board Allure of the Seas. Oh, there you go. And now it's scheduled. All right, well, let us know. I just want to know more information about that Allure of the Seas deal. Sorry, I jumped ahead a little bit. Slippin' Digits 912 fan laughing at Robbie O'Malley for being a Giants fan. That's horrible.
Oh.
Don't do that to my little poor Robbie O'Malley Giants fan. Giants. I'll be watching the game on the Harmony too, said Carolyn, Virginia. Oh, wow. Very cool. Very cool. John Bolton's a Giants fan. Oh, boy. There we go. Now they're coming out of the woodwork. I think the Patriots were not as nice to Jamie's tires. The DJ Cruiser. What else do we have? Sean Viral, Jamie, the Raiders are very irrelevant. It's like there's only 3 teams in the AFC West. Well, I do enjoy Gruden, so we'll see what he has to do. Our fantasy football draft was last night. I just look at numbers, except for a couple of people. I have no idea who the players are. I got an A, number 1 out of 10. Yes, Guy's Burgers are the best burgers at sea. Wish Royal did them. That's what Leanne said. And she's a royalist.
Yeah.
She's definitely a royalist.
Yeah.
And she's choosing Carnival Burgers. You have to love the Giants because they beat New England twice. Well, I can appreciate that, John. Crazy Cat said just unsubscribed. Come on, don't take it personal. Just a little football smack talk. We plan to pay for Johnny Rockets mainly for review purposes. Otherwise, I don't think we would. That's what B. Stanton said. Let's see. It's all about the rings. Sending that with love, of course, said Leanne. One day, Leanne, those rings will stop coming in. Still my team, though, said Michael. Said Sean Villarreal. Ooh, Sheila Manning. Yeah, do you like that one? Have you not heard that before? That's a classic. Jamie, you're on Top Chat, aren't you? The comments you're reading seem to be way out of order, says Slippin' Digits. No, I'm on live chat. I just bounce around. I go back and forth through the chat.
Yeah, that's why I try to read something, and next thing I know, I'm halfway through it, and it's gone. He's
yes. I'm all over the place. If I get down to the bottom of the chat, like if I scroll ahead and then I get to the bottom, and then I realize I'm at the bottom, then I'll scroll back up and try to read some things and then bounce back down. I just feel bad when I miss people's comments,
Well, I think you miss more doing it that way. Because...
Well, I mean, back in the day, when there weren't so many people watching, you could read every comment and you could hit everyone. And nowadays, sometimes we can't because there's so many comments coming through. And if you feel bad when you can't, when you miss someone's comment.
But don't stop the comments. We like them.
Yeah, and then you always feel, and then I'm always worried that the one person's comment I miss, they'll say it like 3 times, and of course you'll miss all 3 of them, and they'll be like, God, what a jerk! This guy's not, mentioning my comment. So, aren't you a Cardinal fan living out there, guys? Said Gary Frizzle. No, sir. No, sir. Chargers fan since I was 10 years old.
Yeah. We're not originally from Arizona. Maybe if we were originally from Arizona, but Jamie is originally from New Jersey, and I'm originally from California. So.
So Dubba D said it's a shortened cruise. Our 7-day cruise is now a 4-day. Man, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that, Dubba D, but hopefully you still have a good time. Big Pap said he's going to bring me a Steelers terrible towel, and Clay Cassidy said, good idea, Jamie can wipe his butt with it. Oh, man.
Oh my
a lot of activity. That sounds like a great spot to end the chat tonight. Gary said you're doing really well reading the comments. Thank you very much, Gary. I appreciate that. Jamie Bryan's on his third whiskey. He may need assistance going to bed.
Oh my God.
I don't know. Listen, if he's already on 3 whiskeys, you need assistance getting to the bed? Because going to bed should be pretty easy. Hashtag Jersey Gang. There you go, buddy. Casper to y'all, what's up? Hello, hello. Just for the record, when the Seahawks made the Super Bowl, the stadium was so loud it registered as an earthquake on the Richter scale. That's a crazy cat said. Jamie, what part of Jersey are you from? Said China Pearl. China Pearl, I am from Hunterdon County. I spent most of my time in high school hanging out in Flemington, New Jersey, right near Somerville. And I lived in a town called Hopewell, and that's my story. Double D said, by the way, go Redskins. I'll let you dry off those Browns tears with it, Clay Kelsey. That's oh man, these guys are talking some smack. All right, so that's it. Let's wrap this thing up. Hey,
All right.
what else? Did I miss anything? Any last words for the cruise crew? 129 people left. Thank you so much, guys, for being here and hanging out with us tonight.
Thank you for sticking around.
We really, really appreciate it. Oh, hey, if anybody has an idea of how I can get out of this, it'd be super cool. I got called for jury duty. Just have this thing sitting here, and I need to come up with some good stuff. What?
Yeah.
What we
Anyways.
So, oh, I'm sorry. Sharon's like, hey, what are you doing? It has your address on there. Well, so what? Our address is easy to find. We're not hidden. Hopewell, not far from me. That's what Robbie O'Malley said. Oh, very cool. All right, so what is your fancy football name? Mine is 121 JJ Watts. Go Texans. Elisa Garcia said that. Well, listen, we're just in our Sharonatsea league. We're just Sharonatsea. But in every other football league I'm in, my fancy team is Azzies Arsenal. Azzies Arsenal. And if you're a big time Sharonatsea fan, you know exactly what that means. Slinky said, whoa, Jamie, your address. You might be getting some mail now with the address shown to the world. That's what's up with it. That's okay, not too many people. Listen, you guys are the only ones that are going to see it, because when anyone else watches the video afterwards, no one sticks around till this long in the video. So, great live chat, Detroit Lion fan. Good night and had a great evening. Thank you so much. I'd love to come on the group cruise. Megan Martin, glad you to be here. Thanks for coming in and saying hi here right at the end. And you can always contact Sharon at Sharonatsea if you want to try to book our group cruise. Or get on the La Lido Loca Sharonatsea one next October 2020. Yeah. So there you have it. Tell them you'll be cruising. Doctor excuse, bring a Monday night at Sea Replay.
I know,
they're sure to let you go.
You didn't get that during our cruise.
What's that? Oh my God, yeah, well, I wouldn't, believe me, I would have told them, forget about it. John Bolton's home from New Jersey, Rutherford. Oh, okay, right up there near the stadium. I think that's it. I think we're good to go. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it. As always, from myself, from Sharon, from Nancy, Leanne, thank you so much, girls, for being part of the team and moderating the heck out of the chat. We love you guys for that.
Taking time out of your night.
So from all of us to all of you,
we will see you next week.
And
happy cruising.
Happy cruising, guys. Have a great night. Thanks for joining us.
And stay safe.
Yeah, oh gosh, yeah. Stay safe. Post on the cruise crew if you're in the path of the storm. Let us know how you're doing. We'd love to get some real information from real people going through those experiences. So thank you so much for sharing that. And we'll see you next time. Peace out.